Fuck you, it's a roundabout. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Supernatural Podcast, Season 9, Episode 5, Dog Dean Afternoon. If you have no clue what this roundabout reference is, you need to watch our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. podcast from this week. I'm your host, Dom. And with me, I have Omikins.
Hey.
Clio.
Hello.
And Michael.
Still can't figure out his directions. I've been gone too long.
It's roundabout, by the way.
I'm not going to have this argument again on another podcast.
I like that direction, Cleo. That was amazing.
I missed it. Which direction was it?
One Direction?
It was up.
That is a direction.
It was One Direction.
Direction.
No, it wasn't. There was not One Direction.
Oh, it was.
So Supernatural.
Yeah, about that.
About that show.
What about it?
How do we like this episode?
I loved it. It
I
was
thought
probably one of my
hilarious.
favorite episodes in the history of the world. It did not derail the story at all, and it was completely amazing.
Okay. I did think it was really fucking funny. Like, it was clever and funny, and they wanted to take this time to tell this story. But it had nothing to do with anything.
Things were mentioned.
That scene was sad.
Things were mentioned and things were repeated, but nothing was expounded on. It was just, let's take this detour to do this thing. I thought it was hilarious.
I think it was
really
necessary.
fucking funny.
It was necessary because the plot, the actual story is so intense, and it's just there's no funny in it. It's just, the story is like it's down, it's deep, it's depressing.
Okay.
So this episode needed to happen so we could be uplifted a little bit more and want to keep watching.
Now, Cleo, I got a question for you, though. This episode had nothing to do with the plot. Neither did last episode. And you were completely happy with that episode.
Yes.
It's because she has the hots for Felicia Day.
I do. But I don't know. I think there's something about me watching Supernatural week by week where I just don't like the filler.
I can understand that.
I don't know. Yeah. See, because I watched 7 seasons, all the way through, like without having to wait weekly for episodes. And I didn't even notice there was filler. It was only when I started watching season 8. What the fuck is with this filler? Where is Kevin?
Yeah. I don't know. But speaking of Kevin, he's mentioned this episode. We don't actually see him, though. And they said he's working on figuring out a way to fix the quote-unquote angel spell. Do you think he's actually going to fix this?
Hopefully. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, he's smart enough to figure out a way. I just don't know how long it's going to take him because, I mean, how long did it take for them to actually figure out the angel spell and to begin with?
Well, that it was a spell that dropped them all out of heaven?
Well, no, that it was a spell that would save heaven when, Metatron was pulling their leg, basically.
Right.
Well, I mean, Cass didn't really say much about it.
After it happened.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, don't worry, Dean, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
And Dean's like, all right, I got my shit.
Yeah.
Now, do the spells in the supernatural universe work like we see spells in other things work, where you actually have to reverse the spell? So, like, does he have to do everything that he did in reverse to reactivate the spell?
I don't think so. This seems like they would have to do something completely different, too. Because you can't bring back to life somebody you killed, right? I mean, unless you're God.
Wait a second.
Maybe God can fix everything. Chuck is coming back.
Chuck is God.
Just like that.
Is that's your theory? You think Chuck is God?
It's one of the writers actually semi-confirmed that at a panel sometime.
But does it? I don't.
The guy Chuck who writes the supernatural books is God in this series.
Yes. He was posing as a prophet. At least that's what I think. I think he was posing as a prophet to
keep himself
You know.
under the radar.
Until
Mhm.
there is
hidden
official,
interactions.
until there's official canonical proof within the series itself that states
But
he is
there
God,
is.
I won't believe it.
Wait, there is. At the very end of the last episode of season 5, Chuck is writing the last bit of that book, and then he poofs and vanishes. We've not seen like any other character really do that.
Except for every single demon and angel.
Chuck is God. I'm sorry, Chuck is God.
He was wearing a white suit. But
Yes.
there was a panel, one of the writers actually asked the guy who played Chuck, so how did it feel to play God? Be God in a show. So
To me,
I
it's
think
not
they
confirmed
just-
until we see it on the show.
Yeah.
I'm
On
sorry.
the show.
I'm having deja vu. We had this exact fucking conversation before on
We
a
did?
different episode.
We
We
did.
most certainly did.
maybe we did, I don't know.
I think we did.
It's still relevant.
It is. How?
Angels.
Well, God
Magic.
fixed it, but like the way they did it is like he wrote down these things on these tablets, as in, as Kevin said when he read the Leviathan chat tablet, this is kind of like a, in case of emergency, break glass. So he wrote down on the demon tablet how to close the gates of hell permanently.
Mm-hmm.
Why write that down? Like, why have hell exist in the first place?
Lucifer created it, so
No.
yeah.
No.
Lucifer was cast into it.
Yes.
He didn't create it.
Well, maybe it was there from the very beginning, and
Perhaps.
God
'Cause, I mean-
didn't make it; it just was there.
You can't let everybody into heaven.
Mm.
Oh, no,
mean-
obviously.
There's, if they successfully close the gates of hell, there will be unintended consequences.
There's
Well,
always
here's the thing.
consequences.
They close the gates of hell. That means no demons can get out. But can new souls get back in?
Probably not. It's
Probably
probably closed for good. So all those souls get stuck on Earth.
Or purgatory. If they can't go to hell and they, are too bad to go to heaven, go to purgatory.
Do you think
It's
that's
true.
where the angels go when Dean summons them away? Do you think they get thrown into purgatory?
Well, being they can't go back to heaven when they're banished, who the hell knows what happens to them?
Yeah.
Maybe that spell just, discombobulates them into, like, scattered essence or something.
I don't know. But we saw a new monster of the week this episode. We had this
Yes.
snake type creature at first. Did you guys think it was a snake monster? The way they were setting it up, it seemed like it was going to be some kind of serpent or hydra or something.
Of course. When
Yeah.
they initially set it up, it seemed like a serpent type monster. But as we found out that wasn't the case at all.
I'm trying to figure out, because Sam asked Dean, like, could it be a this when they were trying to figure it out, and I forget the type of what they said. My brain.
I don't know.
Yeah, just watch it too, and I don't know what line you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know the line. They were sitting at the table and they were talking about it with.
Yeah,
The
I
dog
just don't
beside
remember
them.
what the line was.
I don't remember either.
Yeah. Well, did I think it was a snake type monster? Yeah, actually I did, because
Mhm.
they were doing a great great job of describing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I personally, I thought it was going to be a snake as well. I don't know, like, the interesting thing is we're 9 seasons deep and we're still getting introduced to new kinds of monsters. And, like, obviously we're going to stick with the demons and the angels and the kind of stuff that we already know. But I'd like to see some more Jefferson starships. So, like,
Yeah.
just new creatures, new monsters that are coming in that we haven't seen. Like, even when they
Yeah.
went and did the, what was it? Was it last season? When they went off and did some Japanese mythology. Like, there's so many different places that they can pull mythology out of that
Yeah.
they have an endless supply, and it's good to see some fresh new creatures coming in. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about when Chef Leo Cleo. What happened when Cleo ate the cat? How'd you guys react?
I was like, no, Kitty, no!
I know.
I was
Ah.
pissed.
It was the worst.
I
I was
went-
like,
I went,
that motherfucker's gonna die.
Jasper?
He better die. Poor kitty.
It's kind of funny how all of us were all cat people.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
I'm both.
Hmm.
Dog.
It has the sad for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so we had the whole murders, 2 separate murders. They were linked. We had the only witness to both murders was a dog, which was the Colonel, and we since we kind of already knew this from the previews and whatnot. We knew that the Dean was gonna meld with Dog's mind, but did you guys expect it to be as funny as it actually was?
Yes.
Knowing from the way Dean has been in previous episodes, previous seasons, when something wacky happens, like when he was in that fear episode,
Did
he
you
just
totally
does it so well.
Did you totally just start like I was like yes as soon as they did the last
Yes.
time thing and they went through and I saw it when he opened the locker and the cat jumped out and he let that shriek out. I was like yes! Oh, that was my favorite Dean moment.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. It
Yeah.
was great.
That was scary.
We're insane.
Running away from little Yorkie.
Aw.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run! It'll kill you!
I don't know. I love the mailman scene. I think
Oh my
Yes.
god, yeah.
I think
You.
They had already showed that.
but
like,
yeah,
that was already
they showed that
spoiled,
from the
you know?
preview. So the scene that I actually ended up enjoying more as the show was going on was when Dean was inadvertently playing fetch. Sam crinkles
Yes.
the paper up and he throws it
Sam
in
is
the
like,
and
"What are you
Dean
doing?"
just like it's not like made to be a big deal. He just casually goes into the trash, picks it up, and like throws it back to Sam, and he's still talking. Like it was so
Yeah.
casual that it was done so well. Like they didn't make it obvious. I knew as soon as he grabbed it and threw it back to Sam. For a second,
Yeah.
I was like, I go what? Oh, fetch. Like it took a
What
half
are you
second.
doing? I don't know.
It's like, dude, I don't want this.
Yeah.
He
it's-
throws it back in the garbage and he grabs it. He's like, Dean, why do you keep giving this back to me? I don't know.
I don't know.
He's scratching his head.
Oh, it was so good. So good.
And the third time he throws it there, Dean just looks like,
So, do you guys think this is a spell that they may use again?
Oh, God.
I hope so.
I hope so, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna happen again. Not this season.
Yeah.
it'll either happen like 16, 17 episodes from now towards the end of the season, or
I thought you were going to say 16, 17 seasons from now. I was like, wow, that's a bold statement.
Whoa. Those boys would be old, gray, and wrinkly at that time.
Mike knows some producer secrets we don't.
Apparently,
Yeah,
he's
apparently.
got it.
How long the show's actually gonna go for?
Yeah,
till they run out of shit.
which could technically be never.
Technically.
Perhaps.
So, when the crazy chef dude actually he injures Sam, he gets a little sneak peek at Ezekiel's healing ability, and Ezekiel just kind of comes through real quick and heals him, but then he goes away. Why do you think he didn't do more to stop him?
Because there'd be more to explain on Dean's side, and Ezekiel doesn't want that. And plus,
Ezekiel.
it is a tangent episode for Dean to actually go into detail and explain to Sam what happened. That's not what they're trying to do with this episode.
Ezekiel doesn't give a shit about what Dean has to explain. Ezekiel is just like, I am healing. Like, he used a lot of his power to bring back Felicia, to believe Charlie. So he's focused on that. Like, he doesn't want to have to keep coming in and saving Sam's life. I think he's really bored of it.
But
He's
he
like, God
does.
damn it.
He
He
does.
needs
He
Sam,
keeps
though.
sending him.
Yeah, but it's like, oh God, this bitch got hurt again, you know?
The thing is, though, if Sam finds out Zeke doesn't have a place to go anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I know, but he doesn't care what Dean
he doesn't.
has to
Does
Well,
anybody want to eat this
do
cat?
to keep it under wraps.
no.
Uh-huh.
the thing is, Zeke has to keep a lowdown because if Dean has to out him, then Ezekiel doesn't have a place to go anymore. Sam's gonna die, and Ezekiel doesn't have a vessel anymore.
Yeah.
So
Zeke knows that Dean's not gonna. Dean wants Zeke in there as much as he does. So
exactly, he's gonna. That's why he doesn't want to Dean to be like, okay, I have to explain the truth now because this just happened.
Yeah.
How did this
Right.
guy die? Well, the angel killed him. The one that's inside you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's sort of like, I can't really, also don't want to really do anything about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we saw the chef eating various animals like cats. How could you eat this?
Yeah.
Is this a
I know.
face that you would want? Ow! 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 Is this a face that you'd want to eat? Look at this face. Look at this face.
No!
It's like,
Oh, Kitty. I would pick up Melody, but she looks cute sleeping.
The hell.
Is that a face? Is that a face you want to eat?
No.
Oh.
So
But I mean,
he's eating them and he's gaining like their abilities. So do you guys think this is like a form of shamanism or dark magic?
it is. Didn't he say he learned it from a shaman?
Shaman. To me, it seems more like a dark shaman magic kind of thing. But because shamans are typically on the more neutral good side. So I mean, he just took this into a greedy standpoint because he wanted to heal himself from cancer. So he just made it dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to have like cat claws and night vision and 9 lives.
Crazy
Yeah.
reflexes.
Yeah. But at the cost of eating a cat?
No.
Jasper, do you want me to eat you?
No.
He just shot me the dirtiest look I think he's ever given me in his life. That's definitely a no.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think, Chef Clio?
Yes.
Not Leo. Which
Oh,
is
not
his
me.
name. No, it's just Clio
What?
now. I've changed the name.
It's
The chef's name is now Clio. So, would what would Clio have gotten if he had eaten Sam?
Wouldn't have happened.
I don't think
Zeke-
he would have gotten anything.
No. He
I don't
wouldn't-
think Zeke would have let it happen.
Zeke wouldn't have let it happen. And
But-
if he did happen to get to Sam, Zeke is a different being, just kind of hiding inside Sam. Just
Right,
be eating
but-
another human.
But Sam, Ezekiel he's weak. We kind of already determined that's why he just used, he was at half power. He just used, and he said it would take almost all of his power to bring her back. So you're going from 50% battery to 0% battery, or like 1-2% battery. Then
true.
you're charging a little bit, and then he just came back. I think he used all the rest of his power just to heal Sam.
Yeah.
So he's
Ugh.
back at 0 again. So he couldn't really do much to stop the post. I think he would have done more if he could have. The
Yeah,
hell is
that's
that
true.
noise?
That was probably me. I'm sorry. I was kicking a thing.
Oh,
Kicking a thing.
kicking a
Kicking
thing.
a thing.
I don't know, Jasper's playing with his toys. So that'll be
It's a
fun.
bottle cap.
Yeah, that's what it is. Jeez, that bottle cap's loud.
Sorry.
Wow. Totally lost my train of thought.
My bad.
The train of thought's on the screen in
Choo-choo.
text.
No, no. I'm talking about what was I just saying, not what I'm going
You
to
were
say.
Chef Clio.
Chef Clio. Clio.
Please don't eat Melody.
I won't.
Yeah, why would you eat Melody?
She's too goddamn cute.
She's so cute you could eat her up.
No.
Like a spoonful of sugar. So sweet.
That's so bad for you.
I know.
So,
Moving on.
do you think Sam's catching on to?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was saying before, but do you think Sam's catching on to
Yes.
Ezekiel?
Oh, of course. He
He's
knows
catching on to
something's up. He
Something.
knows there's something up.
Because he keeps, waking up after getting whammied to
Whammied.
Dean practically being a superhero in multiple cases,
And that's
or strange shit having happened, or in this case, he just got slashed on the neck and he's bleeding from, major arteries, and he's like, "Ugh," and then all of a sudden he's not bleeding anymore, and the guy's like, what the hell are you?
It sounds like fuck if I know.
and I mean, at the end of the episode, Sam and Dean had the same conversation they had before. He's like, what the hell happened in there? And it's like, how many times can you have this conversation before something fucking happens?
I mean, Sam's definitely thinking more towards it.
Dean's not that good of a liar.
No, he's not.
Really not. So, something's got to give really soon.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Dean himself, he's kind of gone on the fact he's not a dog fan. It's been very apparent through this whole series, which we saw in the montage. And maybe not just dogs in general. It seems more like animals. Because of the whole montage that we saw at the thing, and we see him screaming from a cat and running away. We see this little dog chasing him, the hellhounds, like he's just he's had some bad run-ins with animals and stuff like that. So this episode it seemed like the mind meld actually softened Dean up in that regard a little bit. What do you guys think of that?
I think it did.
It's good.
I think if he could have a dog now, he would.
Mm-hmm.
He was even saying, like, to Colonel, like, I wish I could take you on the road with us, but that's no life for a dog.
Yeah.
So he's definitely softened up. He has a different point of view when it comes to animals now. And even when the dog's like, I puked in your backseat, he just kind of laughed it off. He's like, okay, I guess. That's all right.
See, I was thinking
Come
on
on,
something.
man.
Couple things here. Was because it was a mind meld, and Dean started taking on personality traits, did that dog's personality take on some of Dean's? Because the dog had a lot of comments on classic rock.
You did.
Yeah.
There's like foreigners playing, and he's just like, change the station. What? Change the
What?
station. It's like, you call this classic rock? Ugh, next thing you'll be saying Styx was great. That Dennis DeYoung? What a punk. But Dennis DeYoung, he's Mr. Roboto.
Right.
Right. And then I put it together that I saw actually both of them in the same concert, which freaky. Anyway.
Nice.
But yeah, so did the dog take on some of Dean?
I think
Because
so.
he said, the douche wheel that killed me. That's a Dean line right there.
Yeah.
The douche wheel.
So
The pigeon, oh my god, in the parking lot.
Oh my
that
god.
pigeon.
That was amazing.
I'm brewing up another one. I hope your ride looks good in white.
That was too funny. I think that's what everyone.
Somebody
who's
get me a
had-
gun.
I think that's what everyone who's had their nice car pooed on by birds thinks happened. They think the bird like targeted their car or something.
Oh yeah. Jasper.
They
chill
kind of
out.
had the birds say that. Fuck you, buddy.
Pigeon's being a douche. You're a douche.
What was it? The bird was like, that's right, Sally, or something. Go cry to mama. And he's just like, oh, that's it. You.
Takes the gun out.
I would have loved if he just shot the pigeon in full view
Oh
of
my God.
everybody.
I
Yeah.
wanted him to shoot the pigeon.
PETA, come on. PETA would be all over this. PETA, I'm sure PETA's all over the cat eating.
PETA is all over everything.
Pokemon.
They need to put their dick back in their pants.
Whoa.
Pokemon.
Whoa.
Catch 'em all.
Sorry.
Oh.
I have
Is
beverages.
that Raichu?
No,
Is that right?
it's Pikachu.
Oh. He didn't look like
Good.
Pikachu.
I'm not gonna write you a love song.
Oh.
Don't.
I did.
So, what do you guys think the purpose of the dogs being on the planet is?
Oh my god, I'm so mad that they didn't finish that sentence.
They did that on purpose, them assholes.
Of course they
did.
did. Sons of bitches.
Of course they did.
What do you think their purpose is?
I think it's to
Woof.
help, because dogs like bark when there's ghosts around or when it's like a person who's not really a person. So I think they're put on the earth to kind of like help people figure out the supernatural or like guard against it.
Yeah, it works. I mean, they sense certain things about people all the time. They're not just, man's best friend. They're not slaves. That's for sure.
What if it's revealed that dogs were the original hunters?
That would be super awesome.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Okay, so Clio,
Yes.
if your cat could talk, what would it tell you?
Ah. Melody could talk. She would say, "Meh, put me down. I want to go back to sleep." Right, Melody? Right, Melody?
Oh, she's so.
Oh, that's adorable.
I'm sorry. Hi, Jasper.
I don't have a kitty to hold up. I feel sad.
Jasper's like, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want.
Well, let's see.
Melody, she's developing stronger hind legs. So when we hold her and she doesn't want us to hold her, she will kick off our chest and fly away.
Jasper
Leave,
likes
I
to
can
put his
fly.
paw. Jasper likes to put his paw on my eye. Like, perfectly on my eye. He probably won't do it now because I want him to.
See, if Luna could talk, Luna already doesn't shut up. She's one of the most vocal cats I've ever met.
Now!
Ah! When the dog gets near her, she sounds like she screams, "No!"
See, here's the thing. Jasper is a really quiet cat. He does not say anything unless he really wants something. And it takes I've accidentally come in, with shoes and stepped on his tail. And he just runs. He doesn't scream, he doesn't howl, he doesn't say anything. He just goes.
And then you brought him outside when we got there.
Yeah, or he doesn't want to go outside. Then he says something to say.
Yeah, he starts crying when you take him outside. He used to love going outside. Something happened. He had a little incident. He got locked outside for a little bit. And ever since then, he hates it outside. But if he sees a bug, like a spider on the ceiling, and he wants it, he'll just start crying. If he wants food, you're carrying the can of food down the stairs, he'll start crying, which, most cats will, but I'm just saying that's the only time you ever hear anything out of him. You step on his tail, he just runs. Nothing. Doesn't say a word. He just won't talk.
Sometimes you make eye contact with Luna. You look at her, you go, "Hey, Luna." And she'll, answer you back. And I've had full conversations with this cat. Obviously, I didn't understand what she's saying, but at times she just walks around, you're like, then the dog gets to her and it's like, "Meow." And the dog keeps at it until he gets tattooed on the face, and then he keeps going even more.
Tattooed on the face.
He's too stupid. And if she can speak human words, you can like, "Fuck, dog, get away from me."
You unplugged your headset.
Your headset came unplugged.
Is it back?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, that was a story going nowhere. Anyways.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah.
So, Umi, doesn't your mom have like a dog or something?
Well, we have back home at my mom's. We have 3 cats and a dog. The one cat I haven't met, but the other cat, she was a really finicky cat. So she the picture. Anyways, the dog, he's a blonde kind of like retriever type. So every time he says something, I look at him and I think, you are the typical surfer dude dog. You have that accent and you are that stupid. It makes sense though. You think about it. I mean,
Yeah.
Mike knows.
Yeah, he really is.
One of my other cats, I have 3 other cats actually, but one of my other cats, it just loves to smile when you take pictures of it. Like, I got this one right here. This is an actual picture. This is not even photoshopped. This is a picture of my cat smiling.
Is that Sparta?
No, that's
No.
Michaela.
That's Michaela.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't look angry enough to be Sparta.
Yeah.
Sparta's
Like-
one, even though you know, before you even described to me how much of a crazy bitch she could be, Sparta's an angry-looking cat.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
She is. She's a very, very angry cat. But she's another one that likes to make faces when I take pictures. I probably can't pull it up, and I'm not gonna sit here. But like, she would. Oh, actually, I got the picture right here. So well, it'll take me a second to get it, but like, I don't know. I have this weird thing where I have like my cats just love smiling in pictures, and I actually have this one in. This one is in a frame. I have upstairs in my room. But,
They're on leashes.
let me-
It's so cute.
Yeah, my cats go on leashes all the time. Hold on 1 second. Let me
So
pull this
cute.
up for the people.
I
So
think Melody would freak out if we put
Yeah.
a collar or a harness on her.
this is my cat Sparta, also smiling. So it's just like,
That's more Midway saying, "Get the fuck away from me."
Ah.
this cat. If this cat could talk, it would just be like, "Fuck you! I hate everything, and anything. I hate it all. Die! This is my place. Get out!" That's what this cat would say.
Nice.
So
Mm-hmm.
Eloquently put.
yeah,
And Steph, it's not really off topic. We're kind of
we're actually
Talking
we're
about what
actually-
our animals would think.
Yeah, we're actually
we mind
completely on
meld it.
topic here.
yeah.
It's the funny part. So yeah, I thought it was interesting that they said that there was a universal language that all the animals could understand. So
Yeah.
technically, they don't have to mind meld with a dog next time. If they want to talk to a dog, they could mind meld with any animal.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. They have to drink the brew before before the spell takes it. So if you want to talk, say you need to talk to a bird, or you're going to use a bird feather, you have to grind that bird feather up. Who knows what the hell's on that bird feather?
Yeah.
It sounds gross.
Yeah, just eat a dog's
It's
hair.
It's magic.
One
I'm pretty sure
singular
germs
hair.
don't. I'm pretty sure germs don't come into play with magic.
Come on, they come into play anywhere. Anywhere.
Alien
Yeah.
viruses all over the place.
Alien freaking viruses. Goddamn you, Gary Gannon.
Yeah. So next week, episode 6, Heaven Can't Wait is the name of the title. And the official synopsis says Castiel gets a job.
Woot.
Castiel gets a job at a gas and sip.
Gases.
Gas and slip?
Gas and slip. A gas and sip, and actually starts to enjoy life as a human. A headline in the local newspaper about some disappearances in the area catches his eye, so he calls Dean to help him investigate the case. Dean knows he needs to keep Sam/Ezekiel away from Castiel, so he tells Sam that he and Kevin need to stay and work with Crowley to decipher the tablet. Crowley agrees to help Sam and Kevin, but in return, he wants one phone call to hell. I think
It'll be good.
it'll be good. So,
Well, the episode's
phone.
gonna be good, but Crowley getting a call to hell is not gonna be good.
How is that going to take place? It's not like he can pick up a phone and dial a goddamn number.
we've
No, but
seen
he can
phone calls to hell before.
blood.
Yeah.
To call a demon.
Well, I mean, yeah, to call another
Ruby.
demon, that's...
Ruby's called many times.
No,
Using
you
a
can call a
spell, yeah.
demon. Can't you call another demon that's in hell with the
Yeah.
blood?
With the
Yeah.
blood, yeah, but not with the phone. Not like a cell phone.
Well, they've
Oh,
goofingly
well,
called
that's
it a
a
phone
call.
call before, so
Yeah, goofingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll see. We'll see some kind of
I
goblet of
really want-
blood.
Mm-hmm. Goose blood. Goat's blood?
She said she really
Castiel
want
to-
you froze. You said I really want, and then you just
I
froze.
really want. I really want. Can you hear me?
I really,
Yeah.
really want a zigga zig ah.
Zigga zigga.
Well, that too, but I really want Castiel to like, just badmouth Dean a little bit, just because Dean was a dick.
Yeah.
He was, but that's just
He
Dean.
owes Castiel an explanation, if nothing else.
And there really wasn't an explanation when Dean was like, yeah, you have to get out. Like, we didn't see one. So who knows if they had a talk about it?
Yeah.
Like maybe it was explained, but us as the audience didn't get an explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Umi, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Mike, where can the people find you?
They can find me also on Twitter at Thilladren, ThilladRen.
I hate to ask.
You can find me on Twitter and other social media at Cliomoto, CLIOMOTO, and you can find me on YouTube at LIOSMFVIDS.
I don't mean to be a pain in the ass, but your camera and voice literally froze, so I just want to make sure people can hear it. Could you please repeat that?
I have
The YouTube.
The YouTube.
Just the YouTube one.
Yeah.
LI
Are you kidding me?
again.
Again!
Are you kidding me? It froze again.
I'm sorry. It's my
You-
laptop's being an asshole.
You have the best internet. If you want to find
I
her
do
on
not have the
YouTube,
best internet.
if you want to find her on YouTube, check the description below this video.
Yes,
It'll be
yes.
in there somewhere.
That's easy.
You could find me on Twitter at Phenomadom, PHENOMEDOM, because
Phenomenon.
I'm something like a phenomenon.
No.
No, I'm something like a phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Or you can find us on Facebook.com or YouTube.com at ASOTV Podcast.
Say bye, Melody. Say bye.
Going to sleep, woman.
Going to sleep.
Until next week. See you guys later.
It's a fucking carousel.
Fuck you.
Merry-go-round, motherfucker.
Merry-go-round. I agree. Merry-go-round.
Roundabout.